We also want to record. All right. Can you see this or I should change the color to white? Is this okay? White. This is better. Okay, when we start, you are not to compare it with white and then we see what it is. Is that okay? Right. Just a minute.
Nana, please, have you started?
Just a minute.
Okay.
I'll give you in a minute.
Hello, Nana, please.
Hello, Nana, please. Hello, Nana.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Sorry about that. I didn't hear that. All right. So with DPLYR, it's a special package that helps you to explore data and also manipulate the data. Remember that with every data that you're working with, you want to get insight from the data. All right. So DPLYR is a package specially made for that. Okay, so what we're doing is that we import some data into R, and when we do that, we will go ahead and work with it. But in the meantime, you have to install the package. So let us install the DPLYR package, all right? And then whilst you do that, I will drop the data set that we need to use on our WhatsApp, download it, and then we begin to explore and manipulate data. Okay? So first of all, to install the package. To install the package, we use install.packages syntax, okay? So install.packages. Sorry. install.packages. Then DPLYR, put it in inverted commas. I have it already, so I don't have to install it. Okay, so install it. I think it was muted there. I would have found that. Yes, we can. So install it. When you write this that, then just run it. After you run it, you call it from the library. Okay. After you run it, call it from the library. DPLYR. Okay. So do that, and whilst you do that, I will drop the data set we are going to use in our WhatsApp platform. Okay. Okay.
Nana, please, I'm getting a message that is unavailable for my version of R.
Unavailable what?
For my version of R.
Then what version of R are you using? Is it the latest one? If you're using an old R, then you might need to update it and then install it. Okay.
Yeah, Nana, same. I think I have the same thing, please. They say it's not currently installed. Please download and install the appropriate version of R tools before proceeding.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That I don't know the version of R you're using, but if it's the latest,
Yeah, so the R console that I installed is 4.3.2.
okay.
I remember that asked the last time. You said that's
Then,
maybe the current version.
what I would suggest is that turn off your R, bring it back, and then try it again. Okay.
Okay.
Please, were you having an issue? Anyone having an issue? Yeah. I can't hear you. Yes. Comment it. Okay. Good. Is there a why? Oh, all right. Okay. So that's it. So this there's a why there. And please comment on your data manipulation. All right, so usually we have problems. Yeah. So install it while I drop the data set for you. This is serious. No, this is not from Kumasi, it's from Accra. Okay. Yes, please do. Run it, run it. When you write the syntax, run it. When it's done, you see it from the console. If it's loading, you see that.
Nana, please, after the library line, should we run it too?
After what?
The library line, should we run it? The library line too.
Actually, when the first data installed, okay, on your system. So if you want to use it for a particular section of RSDB, then you go from the library. Okay. So run the library. So when you run the library, then it activates it for you to be able to use it. Okay. So the last time when we created a data frame, please have you all downloaded it? Not yet. Okay.
Nana, please, I still restart, but I'm not able to.
I think the earlier one we just did DPLR. There's a Y there, so check it. Mine went through.
Your own went through. I think I used.
Yeah, check the
You
package.
restarted.
It's DPLYR, not the initial one. There was no Y, so check it.
So kindly check on what I have on my editor. Okay, it's DPLYR. DPLYR. Okay. Yes. You check the button to my name. Let's try that. So you go to tools and global options. Let's check that here. Is it better? Okay. Have you all downloaded it? Have you installed it? Have you all installed it? Is it working? When you finish, call it from the library, so you run it like this. Okay? So when you run it, it's to do this. So when you run it, you should see here that if it's totally bad, it will let you know. All right? Okay, yes. Yes, we haven't finished yet. Are you okay? Are you okay for now? Are we move on? All right. So now let's see how we import. Let's see how we import a data set from wherever that we have. Yes. Is it still running? Okay. Okay. So you see here, this, what's your name? Yeah, so, okay. So if you check the packages here, okay, I have one of these. Because you are now the packages that you have, the DPLYR will show that it's now being installed. Okay, minus. Right. So now let's go and then see how we can import data into our studio and work with it. Okay. There are several ways to do that. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. So first of all, comment that you want to import data. Okay. So import data. So when you want to import data, one of the ways you can do that is to set a working directory. Okay, so wherever directory wherever you have the data, okay, then it will go and copy that path, come and put it in the set directory function. Then you are telling R to go to a particular location to pick the data set from there. Okay, so first of all, let's set this function, set working directory. Okay, set working directory is a function. Everything that comes here, we put it into this two inverted commas. So what we want to do now is to go to where I have my data. Okay, I haven't put it in the WhatsApp group yet. Oh, let me do that. When you download it, then we import it. Okay. Okay, so let me see where I have it. And have you sorted out the problem that you had? And in Accra. Okay.
No, I think it's okay now. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so you should have it now. Please, do you have it now? Okay, so download it. See where you keep it, okay? Because we are going to copy the file path, okay, of where you keep it. So keep it in a place where you can easily access it. Okay. So as you have the working directory, okay, so I'm going to navigate to where I have this data, okay? So when I go there right now, okay, when I go there right now, I have telco here, okay? So right click on the telco and then click on properties, okay? When you click on properties, you see location here, okay? You can copy the whole of that. Copy the whole of that.
Nana, we can't see what you are doing, please.
Okay, just a minute.
The first one. Yeah.
Okay. Please, I'll be with you in a minute, okay? So when you copy the file path, all right, see, so see where you have yours. When you copy it, change the backslash to front slash, all of them, okay? Change it to front slash. Okay, so when we run this, okay, it has now gone to where this folder is located, okay? So it's a CSV file, okay? So what you want to do is to read the CSV, so read.csv. And then you put the telco here. So I think it was capital T. So put it in inverted commas. Telco.csv, right? Okay, so I have imported it. I'll be with you. I'll be with you at the time. Okay. So once you import it, we can name the data set that we have imported. Okay, so let's name it telco, small t. Okay, so we name this telco. Let's run it again. Okay, so now if I want to read telco and I run, you see the console. It runs in the console, but you are not seeing everything. So let's open another tab, okay, where we can view all the information at once. So we can use view into brackets, telco. Okay, when you run it, so it opens this for us. Okay, let me move this a bit. So here you are seeing information on customer ID, the gender, whether the person is a senior citizen or not, whether the person has a partner, whether the person has dependent, tenure of the contract. Tenure of the, please, take time, okay? Just lift up your hands. I will be with you. Okay, let me explain this. I will be with you. Okay. Just take your time. I will sort out everybody. So we are just looking at the data set that we have imported. All right. So you have it's a telco company, right? So you have information about the phone service, whether the person has multiple lines, internet service, a whole lot. The type of contract, whether it's a 1-month contract, 1-year contract, okay, the payment method that the person uses to pay, the amount of monthly charges, the total charges. So basically, this is the data set that we are importing. Now, let me deal with the other people first. Please, have you been able to import the data?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. So we are all okay now. Please, anyone here who is having issues, the last one, okay. Okay. A question. Okay, what's the question? Why do we change the slash? Yeah, we change the slash so that happens to the community. It's not slash. That's why we change everything to one slash.
Thank you.
If you like try, if it's not slash, you cannot read it.
The difference here.
Locate where you find so you go to where your data set is. Guys, how many times do I have to turn off your phone? If you know, it just start people having a message class. That's not talking.
Nina, bro, so kindly meet.
Okay. Please have you all okay? We are all okay. Okay. Where we coming from?
Hello, Doc.
Okay. So did you copy the did you run?
Hello, Doc.
Check the Everybody okay? Second. Okay. Yeah. So everything by this capital investment. That's why I'm saying. Why? No. So there's another notice. This one. There is a list one. Go back and then change all the parts front slash. So we have information now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there's no way between the network and closing space. Okay. Is that a problem? Why do you have this one? Yes, so change the back slash to front slash. Anybody who can do someone, you know. Yeah. I think it would be better next time to share your opportunity. Yeah. What is the issue now? Error view, capital view. Forgotten. Yeah. Yeah, mass. Okay. Because Yeah. The table, okay, so yes, we use tell you are not just saying line 8 is not line. Okay, right, and then when you finish it, you can ask to tell you sports, you will go to anything. So we take it when we want to DX, then we should be that. Then tell so that you need to line more responsibility. Yeah. Okay. So now that we know the data, let's see how we can explore this data set. So remember that there are several ways to import into R. This is just one of the ways. Okay, so you go to the location of the file. Yes, NS.
Oh no. Please, the view when I do it, nothing is showing on can I show my screen so you access me? Please?
NS, I didn't hear anything you said.
I'm saying that when the view, I'm trying to view the data in a new screen. Hello.
NS, can
Hello?
you type? I can't make it.
Hello.
NS, kindly type your question.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
NS, I can hear you, but I can't hear what you are saying. So type your question so that I can follow. Okay. And then did you hear me?
Yes, I'm typing.
So let's explore the data. Okay. Sometimes you might have a very big data set. There is no need to have open the whole thing to check it because you might be dealing with millions of rows. Okay, so sometimes you just want to have a feel of what this whole data is about. Okay, so one way to do that is to check the first few lines. The first few lines of the data set. Okay, so with that we can use head. Okay, so head. Okay, head telco. It will just give you the first, I will give you the first 6 lines. Okay, so you see that here it has given us the first 6 lines. Okay, so you can have a look at the data. You don't have to have a look at all of them. Okay, you could also have a look at the last few lines. All right, so that one we use tail. Okay, so tail telco. Okay, you run that, it gives you the last 6 lines. So you see that this one is 7,043 rows. Have you seen that? Okay. So you can have a look at the first few lines or the last few lines. It gives you an idea of the number of rows that this one has 7,043. Okay. Now, with the base package, you can also look at the structure of the data set. Okay, you can look at the structure of the data. So we use the STR function. Okay. So let me make a comment here. So structure of the data set. Okay. So these functions, you'll be learning them as you go along. All right. So STR telco, right? So this is what we have here. Let me explain what we have. So first of all, the structure is telling us that we have a data frame. Can you see that? It's telling us the type of data set we are dealing with, that we have a data frame. And data frame, this is made up of 7,043 observations. That is 7,043 rows. All right. And then 21 variables. That is 21 columns. Okay, so these are the features of this data set. So we have 7,043 rows, 21 columns, or 7,043 observations. All right, and 21 columns. So each column describes the data. Okay, each column describes the data. So these are the columns that we have here. 21 variables. They are the ones that are listed here on your left. Okay, so these ones, whether the gender, whether the person is a senior citizen, whether the person has a partner, dependent. So the 21 variables. All right. And then for each of these variables, it's telling us the type of data. So the gender is telling us that it is a color. Okay, so male, female. Okay, senior is represented by 0 and 1s. So it's telling us that it's an integer. All right, the partner color. So these are things. All right, dependent style, general, integer, and so forth. All right. So this is basically what we have. Okay, this is basically what we have. Any questions so far? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Now, whenever you have a data set, as a data scientist, when you are exploring it, the data will be messy because you are getting it, wrong from the data. Sometimes it will be missing values. How does that impact the data set? All right. So we need to read the data. And one of the ways to read the data is to have missing values. Right. So in order to find out whether there are missing values in the data set, okay, there is a syntax for that. Okay. So let's go and check for missing values. So check for missing values. All right. So first of all, whenever there's a missing value, I will say that we'll give you NA. Okay, not a value. Okay, NA. So whenever you see NA, it means that the value is missing. There is no value there. All right.
So it just tells you that there's no value. As to what you are going to do with that information depends upon what you are doing. Okay. Sometimes you can remove the value. Okay. Let's say you are looking at the ages of some people. You are looking at the ages of some people. You did a survey, you collected the ages of some people. Okay. The value column of some of the people who were treated was not filled. Okay. Now, if you remove that information from the data set, if I'll tell you that, and then remove that information from the data set, you need to have a mind impact that it will have on your analysis. Because sometimes if you remove some data, it might affect the mean. Let's say what calculate the average age of the people, and then some data is significant. Okay, so that data is going to affect your analysis. When you do that now, those people are from a data set. Now, when you check the average age of that data set, it might be you knew the values. Sometimes the options are open to you as a data scientist. You place the missing value with let's say the median or the value that you think that or you move that it depends on what you feel like that. But for now, all the missing values. Okay, we might use something like with other values. This is our one. So in order to find that you see anything that should be good. Okay. So first of all, let's check first of all whether there are missing values in the data set. Okay. So we do that by using s.na. Okay, s.na. Is there missing value in telco? Okay, so let's run that. So if it's true, that means that there's a missing value. If it's false, that means that there is no missing value. All right. Now, this syntax gives us, it has taken the whole 7,043 observations and given us information about each, whether there's a missing value. But checking for missing values in this is a bit laborious, isn't it? Okay, because you have to check one by one. Okay, so why don't we ask it to give us the total missing values? Okay, so that at least we know that, okay, there are some missing values. So what you can do is that we can wrap the whole syntax in the sum argument, okay? So we can say that sum all of them up, okay? Let's copy this whole thing, okay? And then put it into that. So what it will do is that it will determine whether there are missing values and then add them up, okay? So let's run that. So now it's telling us that we have 13 missing values. Can you see? We have 13 values in this data set. All right. 13 missing values in the data set. Please, Abraham, can you join us? So we have 13 missing values. Now, where are these missing values? If you want to, okay, there are 13 missing values. 7,043. Where are they? Where are they? So we can check for that when we do a summary of the data set. So let's do the summary of this. The last one. So summary is random. Tell it is that So let's run that. Okay, good.
So last time we saw the summary, okay, we did some summaries last week, isn't it? So this is giving us information on all the variables. Okay, on all the variables. So let's start from the top. So this is our syntax. So for customer ID, there is no missing value. Gender, there is no missing value. Senior citizen, there is no missing value. Partner, dependents, tenor. See, tenor, there is one missing value. Have you seen it? There is one NA under 10. Can you see it? Please follow. So, and so that is in the form of tenor. Okay. If we go down, all these do not have missing values. See, total charges. Total charges are 12 missing values. So that brings up the total of 13 missing values. Okay, so at least if we wanted to replace then we can go to the total charges of and then replace this 12. And then go to 10 and also replace it. However, for this message, I will want to do anywhere that is missing value on which get it from the data set. Okay. But if you have if you want to replace it, then you can do that. But for now, I want to is that okay? Any question? So let's remove the missing values.
So let me make a comment here. Let's remove the missing values. Okay. So NA, the missing values dot omit. So we omit it. So we name this telco. Okay. Now, when we run this, it's going to give us, it's going to remove all the missing values. So a smart way is to name this syntax so that every time we want to use the clean one, we will use that one. Because if we still continue to use telco, we will not know whether it's the one with the missing values or the one without the missing values. So let's name this telco clean. Okay, so every time we see telco clean, we know that this one has been cleaned. There is no missing value in this. Is that okay? So let's name this telco clean before we run it. Okay. So let's run it now. So now, from this time onwards, we are going to use telco clean. Is that okay? So yeah.
Okay, remember that what we are dealing with the ones we are deleting. Okay, when we say delete, for instance, the patch is from there's missing value. Tell them there is one missing value. But in other columns, there are no missing values. So when we delete, we are going to delete everything on that row is going to be deleted. All right. And so we want a page whereby this is where we have enemies. Just the So what we, because if you do that, then the number of rules become 1,000 and how do we call it? So either you replace it or remove the whole of the if it replaces where they are values. So that it is not impact. Okay, for all the rules. Is that right? So when we do the claim, then whenever we do a summary, that summary will give us information about observation that happens in that one. So once we've run the telco claim, let's find out where the observation values in that. So can you do that? It's got NA. You can do the sum into bracket, it's got NA, but this time around, the telco is out. So I can just copy the whole of this. The whole of the sum. Come and put it here. And then change this to telco claim. So let's run it. So you see that here, there's some material in the front. So there are all the same values in this front. Please, any questions? Any questions on this? Any questions on this?
Yes, Nana.
Yes.
Yeah, so please, can you liken a missing value to a blank cell in the data set?
Yes, so the missing values are values that are blank in the data set.
Okay, so when we clean it, what do we actually do?
So what we do, it takes away the rule. So
Okay.
in a typical code like this, let me see, when we go to telco, for instance, okay, then what we have, I don't know specifically where the missing value is. Okay, so let's check total charges. We have 12 missing values there. So let me check whether I can engage one. Yes. You let me just use this now. Supposing this side where you have is it 41,0275? Supposing this supposing this was missing. Okay, supposing this was missing, you will see that the other columns have values. By putting the total charges column down is missing. Per the data it will complete the whole including the one that have values. That is why I'm saying that don't be quick to delete or omit the values if they are necessary. You will actually calculate the total housing impact and then regulate the missing value with the filling of the total charges. I mean, so that it will not be zero and it doesn't affect the total need. All right. Sometimes we will have, averages of these are very sensitive to outlines. So if you have a figure that is very huge, for instance, and then it's missing, and then you remove it, what do you think is going to happen to your mean? It's going to adversely affect your mean. Is it not? So that's why you be careful after and when you omit. but you need to know how to mix and then how to replace. So that's why we are working together in other exercises. We just replace the missing values. Is that yes, Emmanuel?
Okay, and then I think for this, our data is blank cells. I checked the Excel and I realized there were some blank cells within the total charges.
Okay, fine. So that's what I was telling you. So once you have that going answer, it's part of that score benefit. All right. So once you have made it, you have removed all those answers. So what you put in the book? Okay, so it's time to explore and then see what is inside the data. Now we check the number of rows, the number of columns. All right, we've been able to check whether there are missing values in there. All right, so and we have dealt with that. So we've done all this just using the base R. So now let's use the data to explore this data and also to manipulate it. All right. So call it from the library. Call DPLYR from the library to brackets DPLYR. But this time around, we don't really depend on this. Okay.
So using DPLYR. For data manipulation, for data exploration and manipulation. Okay. So DPLYR has been specifically designed to help you manipulate your data, to get insight from your data. Okay, it's far easier than using base R to check for this. All right. Now there are some main verbs or functions. Okay, verbs or functions in DPLYR. Okay. So there are some main verbs and functions we use in DPLYR. So let's have a look at it. Some of the ones we will use. Okay. We have a verb like glimpse. Okay, you are looking. Okay, so the equivalent of structure in base R is the same as glimpse. So when you use glimpse in DPLYR, it gives you the structure of the data set, just like using the data. So we have glimpse, we have select, okay, we have filter, okay, we have mutate, we have summarize, we have group by, we have group by, we have count, we have a lot. We have count, we have arrange, we have rename. So this a few of, or the most important verbs you come across or functions you come across. Okay, so that will help us to explore our data further to get the needed insight. So let's see what we have. So let's have a look at our telco plane. Let's look at the structure of the telco plane. But this time around, we are using DPLYR. All right. So if you want to look at the structure, what it is glance into bracket telco plane, isn't it? So let's run that. So structure of data. Claims. The bracket telco claim.
Why are we not using telco? Why are you using telco? Because you made it.
Okay.
Yeah, we remove the missing values.
Okay, so let's run it. Okay. So this one gives us, you see, this one is even more organized than the typical structure, isn't it? So here,
It's giving us information. So we need that and so now the number of is what 7,030. 7,030. Okay, so we remove 13. And then customer ID, we have gender, senior, and so on. Right? So it's the basic information that like we have in something. So let's begin to do the work. So then sometimes you might get the data set. This one, for instance, has 21 programs or 21 features. Sometimes you might not be interested in all the features. Okay, so we want to select them. Okay, so that is where the select them comes in. So we do the select them and then we buy the feature that. So let's do that. Okay.
now, another thing you should be aware of is in DPLYR is what we call a pipe operator. Okay, pipe operator. Pipe operator. It's like this. It's percentage. Where's my percentage? Percentage greater than percentage.
Okay. So when you bring the pipe operator, what it tells you is that, so normally we bring the pipe operator, let's say pipe operator A, pipe operator B. Okay, so what it means is that when dealing with B, take everything that is A. All right. So it's a pipe, right?
Nana, please come again. I didn't get that, please.
So what the pipe operator means is that let's say you have pipe of A, pipe operator B. A pipe operator B, for instance, like this.
Let's say you have A pipe operator B.
All right. So what it means is that when you are dealing with B, take everything that is A. Okay, you get to understand it. But on the top, that's what you need. When you do the pipe operator. So anything after the pipe operator takes everything before the pipe operator into consideration. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Is it the percentage? Is it? So it's percentage greater than percentage. That is the pipe operator. Okay, so the whole of it, okay, percentage greater than percentage is the pipe. Okay, so let's say now A pipe operator B. What it is that when you are giving with B, it has already taken into consideration everything A. Okay, it has taken everything A and it's using it in B. All right, so that's what it is. Okay. So while we are taking, we are giving assistance. All right. So now let's select the feature that we are interested in. All right. Okay.
So selection of features. So we want to take telco clean, then out of telco clean, we select what we are interested in. Is that not so? So telco clean, pipe operator, okay? All right, pipe operator, select. So out of telco, so it means that the select function that we are using is being taken from what? Telco clean. So it doesn't make sense. Okay. So we want to select, we are interested in gender, let's select gender. And please, R is very case sensitive. Okay. So the way gender is, see the dollar sign, gender. The way it is, the same thing. So the other one starts. This one starts with lowercase. Okay. So type it in. Okay. So let's select gender. Let's select gender. Let's select senior citizen. Senior citizen, comma. So anything you select, just bring comma. Let's select partner. Let's select payment method. Let's select monthly charges. Let's select total charges. Now, this whole thing that we are selecting, we want to reuse it, okay? So that whenever we call it, it will only give us the ones we selected. When I run this, for instance, okay? When I run this, okay, it will just select the ones that, to just report on the ones we've selected, okay? But if you want to reuse it, you can't do it now. So we need to give this a name so that every time you want to reuse it, you use that particular name. Is that okay? So let's call this MyTel, okay? MyTel. Okay, so that every time we call MyTel, we know that it has these selected features. Please, does it make sense? Yeah? Okay, so let's run this. Okay, good. So we've run it. So now let's blend MyTel. Let's have the structure of MyTel. So you see that this one is only giving us 6 features, the ones that we selected, okay? And then 7,030 observations. All right? So you see that this one has
only gender, senior, monthly charges to that. That was interesting. Please, any questions on this? On the select bed. So we use when you're looking at the select bed, okay, you indicate where it's coming from the data type of data select. Okay. Any questions? Yeah. So that brings me to the structure. So this one is the structure. 7,013 rows. You have 6 features of rows. So the ones that you have down there are the all right. That is the gender, citizen, the partner, the market types. Yeah. Any question? Yes. You can't. Okay. What do you mean that is? Okay. All right. Now, I told you the last time that when you have categorical variables, okay, for instance, gender is a categorical variable. Okay, so it's in groups or they are distinct. You can identify them distinct. So they are categorical variables. Okay, so gender is a categorical variable. Similar, we see that it's represented by 0s and 1s if you go to the actual. Here, if we are to do the normal summary, it's going to add up the 0s and then the 1s, it will add them up and give you but that's not the essence of the 0s and 1s. So if somebody is not affiliated, represented by 0, if the person is represented by, so we need to sort out that. All right. Okay. So the particular to whether it's showing that, okay, and then the payment is also a categorical variable. It goes either the person uses that the person uses the total check is cash or using bill check. So these are various categories or groups. All right. And then the total and the DPLYR. Okay, so that means I can take your whole numbers, you can take aspects. Okay, so here, that is why something like factors is very important. So here, if you are just going to do it like that, and you are doing our analysis, if you don't do anything about the categorical variables, you run into problems down the street. So we need to factorize all the categorical. So as much as factorize. Okay, so we factor. Okay, because now if I use the normal base package to look at the summary of telco claim. And please, the fact that we are using DPLYR doesn't mean that we can't use other in between. You can. Okay. So my telco claim, if you look at the summary, for instance, okay, have you seen that the number of people who have left, the number of churn is just giving us
mode, character. It doesn't give us any meaningful information. All right. Everything is character. It doesn't give us any meaningful information. So we need to factor them.
But remember, the last time we did our factoring, we need to move back. And this one has 7 hours. It's going to be a bit difficult. So the part way is to like put it in a function so that we don't have it twice. All right. So let's see how we do that. Yeah. So we want to create factors for all the categorical values. Okay, so let's do that.
And then when we finish, we take another summary and then you see the difference. Okay. So let's create factors of the categorical variable. What's that? Okay. So let's name this mytel. Should we add F so that we know that these are the ones that are factorized? Is that okay? So there's a function called within, so we can use that within. So everything is within this. All right. So we are taking mytel. And we want to create this function. So this is the body of the function. So when we create the curly brackets, press enter and then one goes down. So we are going to put everything in between the curly brackets. Is that okay? So gender, we are renaming gender. So we are renaming it with the same name. Okay. The reason is that we want to factorize it, but we don't want to use another name for that. Okay. So we create a factor. We want to create a factor on the gender that is in mytel, which is a character. All right. So gender. Okay. Now, what labels do we have? So there's a labels argument. Okay. So we have female and then male, right? So we create a character vector, yeah? And then we start with female, should be in inverted commas. Comma. And then male. Senior citizen. Senior citizen, let's also create a factor for that. So this new senior citizen, we are creating a factor on the old senior citizen in mytel, okay? So senior citizen. All right. And then this one, what labels do we have? So here we are telling R that, so here we are mapping the labels. We are telling, or originally it was zeros and ones, okay? So we are telling R that if it is 0, that means that the person is not a senior citizen, it's no. If it is 1, that means the senior is the person is a senior citizen. So we represent no with 0 and then 1 with yes. Is that okay? So here the labels will be no and yes. If you check the glimpse, be careful here. You see the gender. I started with female, male, because in the original data, it starts with female, male. That's why I'm starting with female, male in the factor. I didn't start with male, female. You create problems. Okay, so which means that the female is mapped to the female in the original Mitel, and then male is mapped to, because if you turn it the other way around, male will be matched to female. Okay, so be careful. And then you also see that the senior citizens, it starts with 0. Okay, so that's why we are saying that the first one, it should pick mapping, it should pick is no. So no is a 0. So supposing this was to start with 1, then we start with yes. Is that okay? So just be mindful when you are doing the mapping. Okay. So here we have no and then yes. And then what else? We have partner. So this is a vector, yeah? So let's do for partner. So partner, factor, partner. Partner is yes and no, okay? So we map it to yes and no. Labels. Yes and no. Contract. Okay.
Contract or payment method.
Okay, guys, I will need your cooperation here. You know, we need time. So we can't have the whole of the place. So let's go for 15 minutes and come back. And in the course of the whole school. Is that okay? Why do you not go for break to 12? Why do you not go for break?
12 o'clock.
Hey, but all this while you're having a break. Or you want to go and grab something to drink. We have a lot of grounds to cover today. We are doing the whole thing, so if we don't do that, it will run into next week. So please cooperate with me on this. I'm also here, so yeah. You said, yeah, okay, so let's continue to talk, then we take it, or okay, just take some 5 minutes break, just to stretch. Then we continue after 12, and then we go for 15 minutes and then we come. Or you want us to go 15 minutes now? Okay, all right. No, you get it, but let's finish with the practice. Let's finish with this. Okay, so that when you come, we do something else. All right, let's finish with the practice. So we have partner contracts. So we want to factor the old contract.
Hello, Nana.
Yes.
Please, are we factorizing the Mitel If yes, I don't know. We have after partner, we have payment method, but not contract, or I'm
All
not
right,
getting it.
we are not factorizing myself. What we are doing
Okay.
here, we are factorizing the features within myself, the one that we have selected. Is that okay? Because
Okay, so we've selected six features.
we selected 6 features, but out of these 6 features, total charges are numeric, so they don't need to be factorized. We are only factorizing the categorical variables within the 6 features that we selected.
Okay, so if that is the case, then we have gender, senior citizen, partner, and then payment method.
Yes. There is contract in there. Contract is in there. We've selected it. Didn't you select it? Oh, okay.
No.
Then let's add contract to it. Sorry. Oh, contract is not here. My mistake.
Yes, please.
So let's add contract.
Thank you.
So let's run it again. All right. So we have contracts, labels. So let's create this character vector. So here, the type of contracts we have, let me see the glimpse. Okay. So the type of contract we have month to month. Yeah. Yeah, so you can use the summary. Yeah, you see all the information there. So month to month. Month to month, we have 1 year. 1 year contract. Please type it exactly as it is in the data set. Okay, so we have 1 year. 1 year contract, and then we have 2 years. So bring your inverted comment. 2 years. All right. Yeah. Somebody calling me. You say when I did a contract. So now it has to be 7, isn't it? So we've added a contract with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My what? Oh yes, because I've not run the glimpse again. Okay. If I run it again, you see that it is now 7. All right. Okay, so let's see the payment method. I think that's the last one. Payment method. So the payment method, let's factor payment method. All right, and then we create the labels. So here we have bank transfer automatic. So put it in inverted commas. Let's bring the label down. Bank transfer.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, please go ahead.
The payment method, the first one there is electronic check.
Electronic check. Okay, no problem. So electronic check. Uh-huh. Okay. Yes, sir. For example.
Nana, please, the after the electronic check, the bank transfer automatic is supposed to be in inverted commas.
Don't worry, I'm not done yet. Don't worry. I'm answering the question here, so I'll do that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes, to answer your question, there are several ways you can check this, but my difficulty is that we've not gotten there yet. But when you check in a summary, can't you see all the breakdowns? You can't see. Okay. One of the ways is to use attach, and then when you run it like this, like payment method, it's giving me all the ones that I have here. Okay, but for now, you follow what I'm doing. When we get to other places, we can. Yeah. So I don't want to confuse you with this for now. Yeah, so let's come back to what we're doing. Yes. So that's another way. So, but they were not all, let's say some of them might be in the middle, so you have to just. Right. So we have electronic check, mail check. Okay. And then what else? Mail check, credit card. Okay, let's use the bank transfer. Bank transfer, and then what else? Credit card. We've captured everything, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So close the brackets. Yeah.
So this was the take home time I'm increase your salary. Because I think the full one become home and every say. So this is the take home 6K. Now I only say 8K and 7 and 6. Because CSMC. Wait. At least 6K there, your life will settle like this. Especially in December.
Hey,
You know you have your
Boko there.
for the following year.
Please, you are
And you know
allowed.
you have your rent for the following year.
Emmanuel.
Please, everybody is saying what you are saying. You are allowed. We are in a very big auditorium. Everybody is saying what you are saying. Take it easy. Yo, I've told you to mute yourself. By the time you realize you are saying things you shouldn't be saying. All right. So let's bring our focus back to our studio. Okay, so can we run it now? It has automatic there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Are we good to go? Can we run it now? Okay. So make sure that you close your bracket, everything. So let's run it again. Okay, mine is running. I don't know about yours. So from now, let's check.
Not running, no. Nana.
It will run. Just take your time to run. So my tell. Let's check the summary of this. Okay, so now we are getting more useful information. Have you seen? So now the summary, female, because we factorize it, now it's giving us more insight that we have 3,482 females and then 3,548 males. All right. Senior citizens, those that are senior citizens, 1,000 and over. Those that are not senior citizens, over 5,000. Those that have partners, is giving us more insight. Okay. Now, in terms of contract, those on month-to-month contract are 3,873. 1 year contract, 1,472. So you see that the factor plays a very crucial role. When we hadn't factorized it, we weren't getting all this information. All right. Okay. So when we factorize, it's giving us more insight into the data that we have. Please, yes.
Your question, then we go for our reading. Yes, you were saying yours wasn't working.
Yes, oh.
Okay. If you can share your screen, let us see what you have. So in the meantime, let's go for our break. How many minutes are we going for? 15 minutes. Yeah. Okay. So we'll be back 11:30 sharp. Please.
In the meantime, those that need help, I'm here. So I think somebody, are you sharing your screen before I go and know somebody? Or
Yes, please. I want to.
You are sharing it?
Yes, please.
Okay, then we are waiting for you. Somebody raise their hand. Okay.
Yeah, it seems I'm getting an error from payment method. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Error. Okay. So payment method. So check it well. Factor payment method. It goes. Check. I can't see. Okay. Automatic is the bracket of this one. Don't add it to it. The automatic, see, bank transfer online savings, credit card. See, automatic is in the bracket.
This way.
Yes, and then remove the inverted comma. The inverted comma should come after credit card. So remove that one.
This way.
And then remove the one before the last. So online 70. Before the last, yes, before the last one on the video, right? Okay.
This way.
Yeah, there's still a problem with your food. Yes, please be checking your contract. Month, you added to month. Check it well. Check it well. There's another high thing there.
Okay.
And
okay.
Electronic check.
But Nana, is the credit card automatic? Is it not supposed to be one thing where the inverted comma should come after the automatic?
So, yeah, so remove the inverted comma after the credit card. Go and put it. Sorry, go and put everything after the automatic.
Please check line 66. Senior citizen.
There should be, wait. There should be another closing bracket on line 17. But that is the end of everything. Okay, Then what else? I think we should be fine. Right, error, payment in the bank. Let's see the normal issue. You have mail check. Please, let me see after mail check. Do you have anything? No. Take it to your right. After mail check, is there anything there? Okay, so after check, the brain. Okay, so when you're running it, run it from line 71. So highlight the whole of line 71 out and run it.
And before you do that, on line 70, you should have double brackets. So check line 70, you should add another bracket. Yeah. Okay, now round the line. No, don't put the question start myself. Why didn't you make it myself and that's not F to factorize it? Like
From here.
this guys check the amount that myself I added underscore F to it by the name, yeah.
Please, I didn't get your voice is a bit faint.
Add underscore F to it so that you are factorizing it. Don't use the same myself. Rather than you please go. Please, can you hear me?
Hello, Nana.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I'm saying that add underscore F to it to the myself so that you differentiate it from there. And then run it to the same.
How?
I'm coming. I don't know how.
The senior citizen, the C is capital, 966.
Wow. Good. Thank you.
One. When it's selected. Oh no, we can do them like that. That's it. Add control. Yeah. The pipe operator. So it doesn't, what happens is that anything that comes after the pipe operator, everything before the pipe operator. So let's say a pipe operator B.
Nana, please, your voice seems to be breaking. I don't know, maybe you are away from the machine or something.
Okay, is it okay? Can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
So A pipe operator B, all right, means that so far as B understands, everything is being taken from B. No. A pipe operator B, the B comes after the pipe operator, which means that everything that B is doing will be done by the operator from B. Yes. So if you have my pipe operator select, the select function is selecting from my tail. Everything that the select is doing is from my tail. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so the verb should come. So we should indicate is this one, isn't it? So basically what we've done is that the select function is being applied. That's what it is. And we are playing the people in myself. So that whenever we call myself, it should give us each one. All right, okay, so let's do some descriptive analytics. So the descriptive analytics tells us what has happened. Is that also? Okay, so we want to explore the data. So mainly data exploration is from descriptive analytics. All right. Okay.
So first of all, we want to identify customers who are not senior citizens. Okay. So
Hello, Nana.
Yes. Can you lower your volume a bit? When you speak, it's so loud. If you can lower your volume a bit, because you're on loudspeaker here.
Oh, okay, that's good. Thank you. Please, I want to find out. I don't know whether that is what somebody asked earlier. When we were doing the factorization, before we get the factors, some of them were not showing in the summary. So I just wanted to find out how you got all those factors in the features.
I don't understand your question. If I'm getting you right.
So for example, payment method.
Yes.
When you take payment method, you will see maybe the bank transfer, automatic credit card, then that's the end. You know, you are not able to see everything. But when you were doing the factorization, you had an idea what the others are. How do we, maybe I've gotten a new data and I want to get it.
Okay, okay. So there are several ways. Hello? Yeah.
Yes, please.
There are several ways you can do that. Somebody suggested that. So first of all, you can look at my view. When you go to view, okay, and then you go to payment method, you can see all of them here. Have you seen? Yeah, I think the volume has gone down. Please, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? So when you go to view, for instance, and you go under payment method, all of them are here. Okay. You are not responding.
Oh, sorry, I muted myself. Yes.
All right. Okay. So you can see all of them here. Also, when you go to summary, you do a summary. I understand when you do, if it's not factorized, you don't see all of them, but you can combine both summary and also your actual data source that you imported. You see all under each feature. Okay, so under contract, you see the 1 year contract, month to month, 2 year contract, all of them. All right.
So maybe when you go to payment method, the factors are there. But I thought maybe there is a way that maybe even in that table I could click something to see all the unique ones there in that order.
Yeah, but probably I'm not getting it, but can't you get all the information here?
Cannot see the screen.
When you go to, have you done the view? Can you see my screen?
Yes, please. Yes, I can see.
You see all of them here.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
And even before you remember, even before you import from money your CSV, you can even have a look at it. It's for
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
not working. But I think all of you can hear me. Okay. Yes, can somebody speak from Accra? We want to check the speaker volume.
Hello.
Yeah, I think it's better. Thank you very much. Okay, so good. Let's continue. Yeah, a question? Yes, please. Oh, you can ask as many as you want. Yeah. No, when you factorize it, all that it has is that it puts everything into category. That's all there is. So at the end of your factorization, it will give you the number of each one that you have in. Is that okay? If you don't understand. When we factorize and then we did a sum, it told us the number of females and number of males. But the idea of factorizing is not really to count. There is a verb for count. It's a function for count. Factoring does much more than that. When we come to visualization, we need the X. Okay, so that's why I told you that do it now. So when you get down, further down your analysis, it becomes easier. Because we are going to analyze all this test data. All right, but if you don't factorize it, then you cannot get the needed insights that you need to get from it. So it's not just about count. There is a specific verb for count. Okay. All right. So let's see how we can combine the other functions in DPLYR. Okay. Right. So we want to identify customers who are not senior citizens. Yeah. So identify customers who are not senior citizens. Okay. So now we will use the filter. So what the filter verb does is that it filters your data according to your set criteria. All right. So when you set a criteria for it, it will go into the data set. Those that meet that criteria, it will bring them up for you. Okay. So if we want to look at identify customers who are not senior citizens, one of the ways to go about it is to use the filter. Okay, so let's do that. So we name this MyTel F. Okay. So MyTel underscore F. Okay. So that one is the one that has the factors, isn't it? So let's pipe that. Let's pipe that into the filter function. So we want to filter senior citizens, those who are not senior citizens. So here we go to the senior citizen, okay? Then double equal sign. We want to concentrate on those who are not, that is no. Okay? All right. Now let's name this whole thing no senior citizen. Something like this. Okay. Let's run it. So when we call this no senior citizen, it will give us information on all those who are not senior citizens. Okay. So let's run this and then see the outcome. So this is what we have here. Let me move this one here a bit. One again. Okay. So let's go to the senior citizens column. So you see that when we come to the senior citizens column, all right, it has selected or filtered for only those who are not senior citizens. So you see that the senior citizens column is no. Okay. Okay, if you want to look at, okay, what about the number of seniors, those who are not, sorry, the number of those who are not senior citizens. Okay, let's look at the number of those who are not senior citizens. We use the count verb. Can you try it? So we use the count function. Okay, so can you try it yourself? Now we have the name of those who are not senior citizens. If you want to count, how we do that? Is the name pipe operator count? Okay. Name pipe operator count. And then in the count, just put senior citizen there. Are you getting some feedback? How many did you get?
No senior citizen.
Yes.
5889.
889.
509.
5889.
5889. Okay, all right. Good. So it's no senior. So count. Let me make a comment here. Count the number of non-senior citizens. So since we have the first one, no senior citizen here. Okay, so we can pipe that to count. Okay. Senior citizen. Okay. So we have 5889. Okay. All right. Yes. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so the result is the same, but that's not what I wrote to get that result.
You say the result is the same.
Yes, but that's not what I wrote. I just counted the no senior citizen. So I did count the no senior citizen. So it counted the no senior citizen for me.
I think that one can also give you the same information.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I'm doing it within the context of DPLYR. Okay.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
And then mind you also that you can make this blank, run it again. Let's see. You see that this one also gives you the same number. Okay. This one also gives you the same number. So which means that we'll come to other areas where we can use count. So within the senior citizens, those who are no senior citizens, we can count the number of other staff which are within the no senior citizens. All right. But for now, let's keep it simple. Okay. All right. Let's identify customers who pay at least 50 Ghana cedis as monthly charges. Okay. So identify customers who pay at least at least 50 Ghana cedis as monthly charges. Okay. Any suggestions? Any suggestions? We change a double. We want to identify customers who pay at least 50 Ghana cedis as monthly charges. Monthly charges. Okay. Oh, hold it. You feel good, exactly. So you filter monthly charges, and then greater or equal to 50%. Okay, right. So we filter for monthly charges, and then we zero in on those who pay at least 50. So it's equal to or more than 50. All right. So let's do that. So we can name this telco 50. So we are taking it from mytel underscore F, isn't it? And then we pipe that to the filter verb. Okay. So we go to the monthly charges. Okay. And then we are saying that it should be at least. So it's greater than or equal to. Okay. 50. Okay. So when we call this, it should give us data on all those who meet this criteria. Okay. Okay. So when we come to my monthly charges, you realize that all the data there is 50 or above. Okay. So under monthly charges, all the information there is 50 or above. Okay. So if you want to view this in another tab, we can view it, telco 50, right? Okay, so we have information here. So if you want to use this data for something else, you can easily do that. Okay. Okay, let's go a bit deeper. Okay. Identify non-senior citizens. Identify non-senior citizens. Identify male non-senior citizens who pay at least 80 Ghana cedis. At least 80 Ghana cedis monthly charge with credit card. Okay, so we want to identify male non-senior citizens who pay at least 80 Ghana cedis monthly charge with credit card. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute. See if you can try your hands on that. There are several ways you can do this. So you could go to the main My Telco, the one that we factorize. Okay, filter for those who are not senior citizens. Select male. Okay, and then the payment method to do that. Or you could take the no senior citizens that we just did. Okay, and just zero in on the payment method and also how much they pay. So both ways you can do that. See if you can, based upon what we've done. And please, before we go, let me explain this. This double equal sign, okay, it's not the same as equal sign. Okay, I think I explained it the last time. So when you are doing assignment, don't be using equal sign, just use the get arrow, it's easier. In some code, you see that they use equal sign, it's not the best, it's not best practice, okay? Because it has, so equal sign could also mean assignment, okay? But when you use double equal sign, then you are saying that truly it is equal to, okay? So just what equal sign is not equal to in terms of coding, okay? Right. So identify male non-senior citizens who pay at least 80 Ghana cedis monthly charge with credit card. Okay. Okay, so we can call this male 80. So two ways. We could either go to the main Mytel F, we pipe that into our filter where senior citizen is no, okay? Senior citizen is no. Not only that, okay, but gender is male, okay? Not only that, payment method is credit card. Payment method is credit card. Use the exact way it is been done in your stuff, okay? Automatic. And then monthly charges is at least 80. Okay. Let's run this. Okay. So I'm running into problems here. Okay. So when we
Nana,
yes.
yes, I'm thinking the credit card, is it credit card automatic or credit card, just credit card? Because when I use just credit card, it works.
The one we have is not credit card automatic. I think it's
No,
automatic.
it's no
Yes,
credit.
there's automatic. There is automatic.
So just confirm. Other than that, I wouldn't have run. So let's check mail 80. why it's not running. Yes, please go ahead. There is space between credit card and automatic, like this. Okay. So probably that's why. Thank you. Please, are you all following? Are you all following? Okay, so it meets the criteria. So all those that have been selected are not senior citizens. Okay, and the payment method is credit card, and then the monthly charges, they pay monthly charges of 80 Ghana.
Yeah. Hello, Nana.
Yes, please go ahead.
Please, if you are to view mail 80, is there a way to export that data?
Export that data.
Yeah, in the view tab, from the view tab, sorry.
Yes. So you see that we have mail 80 here. Okay. So you could, we haven't gotten there yet, but you will write a CSV out of this, and then it will show it on your directory that is CSV. So just to,
Thank you.
so you can write .csv here. Okay. And then you pick this. And then let's say mail underscore 80 dot csv. Thank you. Put this in inverted commas. So go and check in your directory, wherever your directory is. You see that a CSV has been created. Yeah. So please, Accra, have you checked the CSV file? Did you check it from your directory? You see that you have a CSV file there. So the one you write it out will create a CSV file in your directory, Excel. Have you seen it? Anyone here, have you done it? Write a CSV, have you located it?
Yes, please, I've seen it. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me.
Sound. It's just there.
Okay, so right. So based upon what we have, I think the results are mixed. Okay. So probably you want to arrange the monthly charges from lowest to the highest. Okay. So the male 80 that we have. Okay. Just add the arrange verb to it. Okay. So pipe that into the arrange verb. Okay. So we want to arrange monthly charges. Okay. So you see that now it has done it from the lowest to the highest. By default, I'll always do it from the lowest to the highest. But supposing you want to do it from the highest to the lowest, then you need to specify. All right. So let's do that as well. So the first one is from, let me make a comment here, from the lowest to the highest. So let's do the same thing from the highest to the lowest. So here, when you arrange, what you want to do is that you want to specify that it should be in descending order. Okay, it should be in descending order. So when you bring the arrange verb, you need to specify and then wrap that in your monthly charges. All right. So here you are specifying that, because if you don't do that, it will pick the default. All right, it will pick the default. So you need to specify that it should be in descending order. And please, though we are concentrating on monthly charges, you could also use it for, do we have monthly, total charges here? Yes, we have total charges down there. You could always, based upon this total that we've done, you can arrange it based upon total charges, not necessarily monthly charges. Please, is that okay? So you could be interested in another feature.
Okay, so you base upon this and arrange it according to the feature that you are interested in. Let's say you have this, and then there was another feature for the ages of the citizens. All right, senior citizens. Okay, you could arrange this based upon the age. Is that okay? All right. So let's run this, and then we do one last thing, and then we go for our break. Okay. Okay, quickly, let's do this and then we go for a break. Now, when you have your data sets, sometimes there's some information that, so far what we've done is what is in the data set. Okay. Sometimes you want to, you say, oh, for two at the same time. Yeah. Or with the gender, you can't arrange it because it's a categorical variable. So unless you have some other numeric variables and then you want to do that, you can add that to that. Okay. Now, what we've done so far is what we have in the data set. Sometimes based upon the data set, you want to create something new out of it, out of this data set. Let's say, for example, we want to adjust the total charges by inflation of 18%. Okay, it is not in the original data set that we have. All right, so probably when you gather this data, inflation has gone up and you want it to reflect in what you are doing. Okay, so you can actually create new columns. Okay, create new columns that is not part of the original data set. Okay, to give you more insight into your data. So with that one, we use the mutate verb. All right, so let's adjust the total charges column by an inflation of 18%. Okay, let's do that quickly and then we go. So with that, so let me make a comment. So adjust the total charges by inflation of 18%. So we take our data that we have factorized. Okay. Let's pipe that. Okay. To mutate. So the mutate will create a new column. Is that okay? So we use the mutate verb. Okay. We are interested in the total charges. Okay. So here, the new column we want to use is, the new name we want to use for the new column is adjusted total charges. Okay. So adjusted total charges. Yeah. So that one will be the total charge. Is that not it? Total charges Then we multiply it by 18%, 1.18. Okay. So let's run. So let's give this a name. Okay. So adjusted charges or total charges with inflation. Okay. So total charges underscore inflation. So let's run that. Okay. So let's call this now. So you see that when you look at the data set again, it has created an additional column. Oh, with adjusted total charges. Have you seen? So this has taken into consideration the 18% inflation, which wasn't in the original data set. Okay. Any questions? Then we go for break.
No. This,
Yes.
I realize you use just one equal to sign. I don't know if you can throw a little more light on that.
You say you use one.
Equal to sign. The equal to sign was just one.
So we are not filtering. This one we are not filtering. This is just a formula. Okay. We are not
Sorry, I didn't
filtering.
get it. Okay, I'm not filtering. Okay.
This is at the formula. Okay, so this is okay.
All right, thank you.
Please, any question? Any question on this? On the data. So when we come back, we'll look at other issues related to the yes. Yes, so we calculated that. Yeah, so that's not. If you go to view, you will see that it's now part of your business. Okay, it's now part of it. And if it based on this, you can calculate something on the adjusted total charges as well. Let's say if you want to look at the proportion of all the citizens in relation, the proportion of the total charges in relation to the proportion of individual citizens, what they pay in relation to that charge. So the beauty of the DPLYR is that you can work with the data that you have. You can also create more insight by creating new additional columns. Okay, enough for this morning. So we'll come back to continue. Okay. All right. See you soon.
Nana, please, what am I?
1 hour. It's lunch break.
What?